Hello. My guest today is the winner of our Young Musician Bursary and Prize competition of 2 years ago and wonderful mezzo-soprano Emily Hodkinson. Emily, welcome to the Desert Island.
Thank you very much. Very pleased to be here.
You were born in Nottingham but come from a farming background. Tell us something about your family and about how you first became involved in music.
So it's myself, my brother and my mum and dad, and I grew up on a small holding with chickens, sheep, horses and dogs. Spent a lot of time outdoors. It was lovely, and I'm not from a musical family, but I went to a very musical junior school, and my friend Grace was doing a show and tell, and she brought in a flute and she played the flute, and I went home to my parents and I said, I want to learn to play the flute. And they said, give it a year. If you still want to play the flute in a year, then you can do that. You can start then. And lo and behold, a year later I did. And so I started lessons. And that's where my musical journey began, really, was in, playing flute at junior school.
And how many instruments do you now play?
I play, the flute reasonably well, sort of grade 7 or 8ish, but not as regularly anymore as I would like to. I obviously sing. I played the recorder a little bit at junior school, which has come out again during lockdown. I self-taught on the piano. My grandparents' 120-year-old piano or something like that that's dreadfully out of tune, but has served me very well. I can play the saxophone, but when I say play, I mean screech. And a few years ago, I did a grade 1-a-thon, which is where you learn grade one on a different instrument that you don't play to raise money for charity. So I learned the double bass in about a week, took the exam, and lo and behold, I failed.
There you go.
An illustrious part of my career.
Tell us how you've chosen your 8 records.
I went by what moves me particularly or has stuck with me throughout my life. Tracks that I go back to if there's times of upheaval or just change, or things that have, in a moment you hear them and you go, that's touched something in me and resonates with me. So I've gone with those. It was a very, very difficult decision, but I think I've managed to dwindle my 8.
So what's the first one?
My first one is I've Grown Accustomed to Her Face from My Fair Lady, which is just the most exquisite track to me. It's an incredible story of love and someone realising their love. And there's particularly in this piece, there's this one horn motif at about 3 minutes 34, which just gets me every time. It's only about 3 seconds long, but there's something about it that just goes whoosh, and it's only on the film soundtrack. And it's just the most incredible moment, incredible song. And My Fair Lady as a whole means quite a lot to me, because as a child I was, it was we did a production of something called Olivia, which was a mishmash of My Fair Lady, Oliver, Sherlock Holmes, all sorts of different things. Ebenezer Scrooge made an appearance, and I played Eliza Doolittle in this. And it was my first lead role in a show, and it's what really made me realise that, I really love singing, and I think that's what I might want to do, or I want to do a lot more of it. So the musical as a whole really means a lot to me and has a lot of special memories to it.